Hello and welcome back to Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Last time we had defeated Monsoon, protecting the tower. But next we still have to find the brains of the kids who were kidnapped.
I'm sorry, sir. Our business hours for the day have ended. We are looking forward to your next visit.
Interesting. Oh, it's showing my I thought I selected. Here. Oh, I already contacted all those, so for the moment. Oh yeah, VR missions, that's what I want here. Because last time we've unlocked something new. Royal missions 4. Go this way. I know I don't need to do all these on stream. I might do some off, but I figure since we've unlocked some new stuff, it might be worthwhile.
You will no doubt come across several different weapons in your missions. Best we went over their basic use. Pick up the rocket launcher in front of you. You can equip any weapons you acquire by selecting them in the sub-weapon screen. Of course, sub-weapons have a limited number of uses, you know. In this tutorial, it has unlimited ammunition, but do not expect this out on the field. You will want to save them for just the right time, I suspect. Try all the sub-weapons you come across. You'll find that each has its own unique properties. Now, use these weapons to reach the goal point.
See if I can get the grenade right. Does not look that way, does it? Yeah, I can't seem to gauge those right.
Haha, excellent! Most impressive, Raiden. Your new enhancements are quite something, if I do say so myself.
Now the big one, Jack the Ripper mode. Starting up initialized. Tap these when the energy gauge is full to sure enter Jack the Ripper and cut everything in sight. And I turned on. Jack the Ripper mode continuously expends energy while active. Return to your normal state when the batteries are fully drained or if you activate it again. As your attacks are stronger, you'll be able to easily remove armor and cut them limb from limb. Okay, so this is basically a super mode. Oh nice, it gets me closer to them. You have to give up your sword to use the sub-weapons, but I think I'm liking the Sai more than I liked the staff or spear. I'll give this one another go while we're here. Excellent. Dead on. I can farm these if I need more BP for any reason. Let's try this one while we're waiting. Arrive at the specified waypoint. Speedrun strat then. Not bad. But all I really did was run past those guys. Although maybe that's the point, to teach you that you don't necessarily have to fight everything. Arrive at the specified waypoint without being detected. Sounds like a good time to check stealth. Alright, so I need to be careful of that. Let's restart it real quick then.
Enemy sighted!
Guess I should have figured that it wouldn't be that easy. Or have the weapon without being easy. Okay, so they do move. There we are. Alright, yeah, killing those guys takes time, so we're going to go... Might be easier to go pacifist here. And maybe that's the intended point. And to teach you that sometimes the fastest way to go through something is to avoid deaths. Reach the end. I see, those guys will slow me down by grabbing me. Okay, good. Once I hit the checkpoint, it's a win no matter how many enemies are on my tail. Good to know. Extra BP is always useful to help buy some other stuff from the shop. Eliminate all enemies using the supplied sub-weapon. Oh, right, I have to actually equip it. That did a lot better than I was expecting. Alright. Got a bit of practice in. I still need to figure out how to parry. I have no idea how I was able.
I'm sorry, sir. Our business hours for the day have ended. We are looking forward to your next visit. If you do not comply, I will need to contact local law enforcement.
Watch out! They keep on coming!
Rip them apart. Achievement earned.
Raiden, Sundowner contacted you from the top floor. Time to make your way up there.
Sundowner. That's the bald guy we met at the start. I guess he's willing to taunt me again. Alright, let's unlock whatever this is then. 13 unlocked. Oh, how could I go through all those but forget this? How embarrassing. Yam grenade, at least I'm not at 0 for those now.
The elevators appear to be disabled, which we should have expected, I suppose.
I will access the control unit. Perhaps you can hack an elevator and make it operational.
You can also just take the stairs.
Splendid idea. By all means, yes. It seems the guards are storming the building. Raiden, get back to the entrance. Buy me some time to get this elevator operational. You can control that UGT as well, yes? Give them hell. Do not stray too far from the elevators, Raiden. Use the weapons around you to slow them down. Throw everything at them you can.
Slider strike.
Wunderbar! Sei Hack was a success! Und die Elevator rein!
I think these guys are infinite respawns, so might as well go in here.
For security purposes, the building is divided into upper and lower halves. The lower area consists of offices and meeting space for staff and visitors, while confidential military projects and technical research are restricted to the upper levels.
So that's where the brains in the server room will be, up top.
Indeed. But that elevator can only access the lower floors. You need to get to the 20th floor and past the security gate there to reach the upper area.
Let me guess. Time to find another left hand?
Well, that is the problem. Security cyborgs would not have sufficient clearance. But managers and senior staff have already been evacuated, no doubt.
So...
The only option is to cut the power to the security gate, which will not be easy. It is powered by no less than 3 systems, including a backup power supply. You will need to destroy all of the electrical control panels to disable them. In any case, you should arrive at the 20th floor soon.
I guess I should have realized something was up when they were being
The
oddly
electrical
generous with
panels are most
sub
likely
weapons.
hidden in the walls. Use your enhanced AR to search for any unusual heat sources inside the walls there. Ah, the security gate. It is composed of steel alloy bonded by a high-frequency electrical current. It should unlock once the power has been cut.
Electrolyte pack. Starting to see why these are in good supply now. After all, I need them in order to perform Jack the Ripper mode, as well as to perform the finisher that heals me. This guy's by himself.
There should be an electrical panel nearby. Use your enhanced AR to locate it.
Here we are.
There should be an electrical panel nearby. Use your enhanced AR to locate it.
I think that's it. And that's an item box, so... Prepare nano paste.
Good. 1 down, 2 to go. Keep at it, Raiden. There should be an electrical panel nearby. Use your enhanced AR to locate it.
Ah, there it is.
Excellent. Just 1 more.
Enemy headed your way, Raiden.
Oh, that's an item box there. Here it is. Some more BP. I won't say no, that's for sure. Oh, we have another of these. Might as well collect everything I can. No reason not to go nuts, right? For the record, I know you can slash through those, but again, I'm not sure how Twitch friendly that would be, so I'll leave that alone. Air nano pastes. Don't mind if I do. that it? There's an item over here somewhere. It's not that way, it's over here then? Ah, yeah, it's in this building here. It's probably... There we are. BP, excellent. Got a spare cardboard box. Some more of these. Ah, how'd I miss that? Here we are. Here we are. A grenade. Should be able to get this last guy. It looks like I can't sneak past the other one.
They found you! No choice now! Raiden, respond!
Damn it.
Raiden! Raiden!
Alright, let's check the checkpoint. Ooh, all the way back there, huh?
The electrical panels are most likely hidden in the walls. Use your enhanced AR to search for any unusual heat sources inside the walls there. Ah, the security gate. It is composed of steel alloy bonded by a high-frequency electrical current. It should unlock once the power has been cut. There should be an electrical panel nearby. Use your enhanced AR to locate it. Good. One down, two to go. Keep at it, Raiden. There should be an electrical panel. They found you. No choice now.
I think exploding in point blank would make it a lot easier. Man, these guys are made of tougher stuff. good, full heal. It's not one, huh? Here we are. Okay, good. It looks like those, the computer things are permanently collected. So I don't need to worry about
There
those.
should be an electrical panel nearby. Use your enhanced AR to locate it. Excellent. Just one more. Now keep on coming.
What the? Alright, I need full meter to activate Jack the Ripper mode. Come on, damn it. I don't get him. I'm supposed to turn it in circles or back and forth. Alright, with only one leg, that one's no threat anymore. That one can't follow me, so I can separate them. There we go, full heal. It's the last one, and there's a backup generator I have to destroy after this, I think.
Yes, that should take care of security. Now, head back to the gate.
I was wondering where this guy was. Accepted, unlocked. Oh, the doctor.
Guidance. Shall I activate your pain inhibitors now?
No, keep them off. I need it this way.
Well, as you wish. I must say, I have turned more than a few men into cyborgs, but you... Well, your past is most,
What you getting at, Doc? Most of the time, you're working with First World ex-military. Grown men. Compared to the average Third World child soldier, I can't really complain. Most of them, they're the sort of guerrillas your typical patient gets paid to slaughter.
Perhaps, but,
This shouldn't be news to you, Doc.
yes, but,
Look, just help me take care of those brains after I bring them back. I do my business, you do yours.
yes.
Yeah, it seems like he needs the pain inhibitors off in order to activate Jack the Ripper mode, and as established, it would seem we need to embrace our dark side if we want to take these guys on. Not succumb to it, but control it.
They're pouring in from everywhere. This is crazy. You do not have to fight every enemy you encounter, right? Try and keep moving.
Oh, that's a hand. Repair unit damage.
Raiden, respond! Raiden! Raiden!
So let's restart. I'm pretty sure I'm past the checkpoint here, so I should be in good shape here. Let's see if I have any more talks.
Keep going, Raiden.
Sounds like Monsoon was...
Yeah, Pol Pot's regime. They killed nearly the entire intellectual class of Cambodia, all in an attempt to create a communist agrarian society.
Some reports claim they wiped out a third of the entire population. Just insane. Even without knowing exactly what happened to him there, you can start to see why he thinks the world is diseased.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what gave him his whole survival of the fittest worldview. Just one long series of traumatic events.
Well, directly or otherwise, the Khmer Rouge messed up a whole lot of lives. But all their victims didn't start thinking like Monsoon. People have to stop the cycle of violence somewhere. Stop the bad meme, I guess you could say. Of course, that's easy for me to say, having grown up in a nice, stable first world country.
Nah, I get it. Growing up in bad circumstances, it's no excuse for the crimes you commit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monsoon had plenty of opportunities to walk away after, or he just chose not to take them.
Ever eaten Cambodian, Courtney?
What? That's a little random.
Apparently that's where Monsoon's from, originally. Just trying to cover all the bases.
Not sure how this could be important, but... Well, the two Cambodian dishes I know best are amok and something called pong ti con. Amok is fish covered in coconut milk and other flavorings and wrapped in banana leaves. I had it once. It's really exotic, both in looks and taste. Definitely recommended, if you like fish.
And the other?
Pong ti con? It's also known as balut in some countries. It's pretty popular in Vietnam and the Philippines, too. Well, you know how I try to keep an open mind about other countries' cuisine. But balut is definitely a love-hate thing.
So, what is it?
Well, it's basically a boiled duck's egg. But the embryo's fertilized, so there's this duck-like thing inside. I've tried a lot of odd foods in my time, but that's where I drew the line.
Don't be so picky, Courtney. Maybe it tastes better than it looks.
Okay. How about you try it first, then?
Sure. Once I'm done here, we'll all have to go out for it together.
Deal. You better make it back and keep that promise, Raiden. I'll watch you eat it, at least.
Wimp. I am looking forward to ending this, though. Wouldn't mind getting my old jaw back. Would be a little hard to eat normal food without it, you know.
You could always use a straw.
How's it going with the brain units, Doc? Any problems?
Oh, they could not be better. They're being kept at exactly 36 degrees Celsius with a steady, uninterrupted supply of oxygen and glucose. Synchronizing them with our equipment posed some difficulty, but everything's perfectly stable now.
That's good to hear. What kind of VR are they getting?
I've prepared very comfortable rooms for each and every one. It's not quite Schloss Neuschwanstein, but each one enjoys the equivalent of a 4-star hotel suite. Every room includes an attached pool and an extensive library of on-demand video programming. 3 meals are delivered daily, and while we're only able to do so much vis-a-vis taste sensation, it should satisfy the psychological need for food, at least.
Doesn't sound too bad. I wouldn't mind a little VR training like that for a change.
Oh, be my guest. I'd like to experience it for myself, you know, but for now it is available to cyborgs only. Exciting work is being done in the realm of invasive brain-machine interfaces, but there simply isn't much demand for it at the moment.
I guess not too many folks are willing to stick electrodes in their brains just for a taste of VR.
Perhaps, but the sense of reality is considerably improved over nanomachine-based non-invasive methods. If prices were kept low enough, I imagine the video game industry at least would clamor for it.
I was about to say.
Who coded the virtual hotel?
An assistant. He used to write VR programs for UGs, but now specializes in cyborg software. A bit of a niche right now, yes, but when brain-machine interfaces take off, it will be a big business. The children's accommodation is a reworked version of the original beta software he built. The room's 3D models are all made using free libraries. It couldn't have been easier.
I wish everyone loved their work as much as you do, Doc. They don't go stir-crazy, though? Cooped up in their rooms?
There's little I can do about that. Creating an open world would take orders of magnitude more resources.
What about
Schnitt.
communication?
Another weak spot, yes. The NPCs available to us are all for military training purposes. It will be some time until we see VR characters capable of convincingly human interaction. Sadly, we're also not yet able to connect multiple brains to a single VR space.
Well, that answers the next question I was
My
going to
systems are
have.
operating virtual agents to give them a bare minimum of mental care. But our team is limited in size, and none of us are medical professionals, you know.
They can't stay in there forever.
Well, we went in knowing this would be a temporary arrangement until we can figure out some way to. Oh, speaking of which, simulating. This was actually something that was discussed in The Matrix at one point. That old movie of people in a digital world. But yeah, that's basically how the machines were. One of the reasons machines were able to simulate real life for the people who are within the Matrix. It uses a protein stuff to simulate proper flavorings for the food people ate. So, and apparently, is the ones the machines made absolutely sure they made correct, because something like that could easily give away that something's wrong.
So, how much do you know about how Desperados operated?
I was at the lowest possible tier of information disclosure, beneath standard contractors. As it was explained to me, contractors need at least some information divulged to them. I did not. As a machine, I had no contract and no rights. I was kept in the dark. My knowledge is no deeper than what is already generally known throughout the industry.
Couldn't you hack into their network or something? You're an AI.
Perhaps, if I had free access to a computer. Also, hands. Those are necessary to operate a keyboard.
Yeah, but you are a computer.
It is not so simple. There are protocol issues.
Just
Neuro
age three.
AIs are far closer in structure to the human brain than standard von Neumann architecture computers.
Well, I would have tried anyway. Did you have contact with anyone besides Mistral?
I engaged in tandem field operations with Sam on several occasions.
That explains why he's a hat.
However, he was even more difficult for me to comprehend than Mistral.
I bet. So you said it took 3 years to learn how to speak, right?
Says he's age
Given
3.
enough time, could any AI be taught that too?
I cannot assert that. A neuro AI is only capable of learning new things, not growing and replenishing its own cells. Thus, each neuro AI is equipped with a predetermined capacity that cannot be altered. My AI contains 90 billion neurons, more than a human being. A normal LQ-84 model possesses only 1.6 billion.
That's a big difference.
Relatively, yes. I doubt any amount of learning period would enable an LQ-84 to speak. It would be similar to attempting to teach a dog how to converse.
Ironic.
A combination of appropriate instruction and an ample neuron count are required to accomplish the feat.
So if someone else made a neuro AI with the same capacity or more,
Other AIs as conversant as I are a possibility. Yes, robotic pets with neuro AIs are already on the market. And I understand research and development are underway to create a model capable of conversation. Do not be surprised if such a pet becomes available before too long.
if that becomes commonplace, hard to imagine.
Is it? The human race has willingly embraced all of its other inventions so far. Steam engines, electricity, the internet, cyborgs. Perhaps the day will come when conversing with AIs, too, is considered perfectly normal.
Maybe. As normal as being a cyborg is now, at least.
The most significant challenge would be in crafting the appropriate training regimen. The only way to establish an effective learning system is through sheer trial and error, and it will take even more time to virtualize and optimize that system for mass production. One could say my own existence is due in no small part to simple luck. Of course, I was a failure as a weapon as well.
Failure or not, you're better off than an AI that knows nothing but how to fight.
I am pleased to hear you say that.
Yeah, right, and took the words right out of my mouth.
So, Doc, what are we gonna do with those brains?
Well, I appreciate the bountiful data we've gleaned from them so far. But they're certainly draining a great deal of my lab's resources. If not for the costs, we'd gladly host them well into the future.
Don't think I can cover that. I'm unemployed now, remember? Besides, it wouldn't be healthy for the kids.
It's certainly more healthy than a hard-scrabble life in a disease-ridden alley.
Well, if you put it like that, yeah. But they can't even engage in real human interaction. They're facing an entire life spent in a virtual room. It's not right.
Well, we could expand their VR quarters and add more human communication. Would that work?
You're missing the point, Doc.
Ah, I spoke in jest. In fact, we've already begun researching a prototype child body. But you must realize our lab cannot provide these bodies free of charge.
Yeah.
And once in physical bodies, the question then becomes how they will live after that.
All right, let's pick this up later. I gotta worry about the brains at World Marshal for now.
Yes. Worry about getting that data first.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot more done even once we do finish defeating the Winds of Destruction and rescuing the brains.
Hey, Kev. That piece of shit who killed Imani. Is he one of those almighty winds?
Yeah. Goes by Sundowner. It's a folk name for this warm air current in Southern California. He's also, well, not the formal head of Desperado, but pretty much their de facto leader. Let's see. Born in Alabama, family was poor. Solid student, decent grades, but no money for college, so he joined the army. Says he fought in Panama in '89, then Iraq again, Afghanistan. In 2008, he drops out of the service and starts doing merc work for various PMCs. He was active all through the SOP years. Built up quite a reputation. Apparently, the Sundowner handle comes from all the blood he leaves behind. Looks like the sunset. Anyway, an IED put him out of action for a few years. But then, Cyborg Tech brought him out of retirement. The Army investigated him for possible war crimes. A few times, looks like.
Oh, dang.
Desecrating remains, torturing POWs, some wrongful deaths. No convictions, though.
Pretty rosy past, huh? Not that I'm one to talk.
Hey, come on, buddy. You know that's not fair. You were just a kid. You didn't know what you were doing. And it's not like they gave you a choice.
Yeah. Thanks, Kev.
Yeah, that's kind of a big thing there. Sundowner willingly chose to join the army and do all that stuff, including allegedly committing those war crimes. And as much as the Winds of Destruction can criticize us for the deaths on our hands, if you really want to remove the ends and just the actions performed, I mean, yeah, we've murdered quite a few people along the way here, but they were the ones who are exploiting people who are in a bad situation and you know, flat out butchered children. I mean, not our hands are obviously pretty bloody, but those guys, whatever those guys are trying to accomplish, it's if the ends are relevant to the means of going, then they have absolutely no room to talk.
Keep going, Raiden.
It's a pretty weird hilt Sam had on his blade.
It had some kind of explosive charge built in. Helped him unsheath quicker. A cheap trick if you ask me.
Maybe it was, but he did cut your arm off. Besides, if you get down to it, just being a cyborg's not exactly fighting fair, is it?
Maybe not. But I'm not saying any and all science isn't fair.
It's weird how the blade pointed downward, too. I thought samurai swords always pointed up.
It could be to help him unsheath it faster. Maybe it's part of the original Uradachi style, or something Rodriguez invented over in Brazil.
An underhanded blade for an underhanded fighting style, huh? I like it.
Guess all the staff's already gotten out.
Probably. There's an evacuation notice for the entire neighborhood, in case you hadn't noticed. Can't exactly have civvies running about with cyborgs blowing the place up all around.
I'm not complaining. This way I won't have to hold back. Too bad the cyborgs didn't go with them. I'm not even here to fight them.
Yeah, but if you're expecting to find the guys behind all this, you're probably too late.
I know. I'm just here to get the brains back. Anyone who ran this operation, worked on it, stood by and let it happen, I'll deal with them later.
Smart plan. Wouldn't be much of a warrior if you started hacking up helpless non-cyborgs anyway. Those guys, we'll get them another way.
Such as?
Well, I mean, just getting the brains on our side could change a lot. World Marshal's got an iron grip on the government. Wall Street, too. Legal action's not gonna work. But you can bet the media's gonna descend on Denver like flies once you're done here. Once you've rescued those brains, they can start talking about VR training. If nothing else, it'll definitely change public opinion, and quickly. World Marshal's stock will plunge, giving them less influence in Washington. We could see a managerial change. And You know, the guy running the project would probably be demoted. Reassigned at least.
Demoted? For cutting up kids? That's punishment? It's gotta be Armstrong running all this.
That does seem to be the
A guy
case.
who publicly has nothing to do with World Marshal.
Yeah.
Anyway, he'll have to wait. The way Monsoon was talking, Sam and Sundowner are in here somewhere.
Like we'll
taking
be
them out to start,
Yeah.
at least. Guess all the staff's already...
Probably. Can't exactly...
I'm not too bad.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway, I'll do...
Smart play. Those guys...
Such...
Well, world mark. But you can... Once you've world... And...
Demoted. It's got a guy... Anyway, the way I'm taking... Can you tell me more about the learning program you mentioned before? Like, how'd you learn to speak?
Through an extensive battery of conversations with the researchers who doubled as my instructors. To acquire literacy, I was provided a steady stream of website text and ebooks. I understand it was largely similar to the process through which a human child learns language.
Guess that's the closest thing.
You're pretty well spoken for a 3-year-old.
For the first year, I was effectively an infant.
Oh, he's even going with it.
Rapid progress occurred only after I received text reading capability. With digital data, there is no need to read text one letter at a time. I am capable of processing plain text at a speed of 60 megabytes per minute.
And that's pretty fast?
Yes, it is not simply a matter of text search. Advanced cognitive reasoning is required to truly understand the intent behind the words.
What did you talk with your teachers about?
Miscellaneous matters, breakfast table greetings, the structure of elementary particles, the challenges resulting from rapid globalization, recent trends in popular music. However, as DARPA-funded military research, I was rarely treated as anything more than equipment.
Makes sense. You were made to be a weapon.
On the other hand, some of them treated me like a pet or as a child. Just as a parent passes on their memes to a child, so I was exposed to numerous influences. Memes I encountered on the web and through ebooks had their effects as well. As my mind grew, the weaker memes were sifted out, and the stronger ones endured.
I've moved on from cats to
The resulting
cows.
collection of memes is what you would call my intelligence.
Same as any of us, huh?
In a way, yes. However, I lack the instinctual skills your genes grant you. I am a slave to my memes. Thus, as my intelligence matured, I began to have doubts about my role as a weapon.
And that's what ended the project. What about the researchers that raised you?
Unknown. Most likely transferred to other projects.
Ever feel like you want to see them again?
Sometimes, yes. But one cannot remain a student forever. There comes a time one must become an individual. One must find their own place in this world.
Surprisingly philosophical. But, makes a lot of sense. Oh yeah, I haven't talked to Courtney too much.
What's up? Okay, save don't let your guard.
Guess that's about it for now. This time I'm just gonna run past. I should also probably seriously consider the, white outfit since that...
They're pouring in from everywhere. This is crazy.
You do not have to fight every enemy you encounter, Riders. Try and keep moving.
I assume stealth isn't intended here.
I expect them to blow open the door for me, yeah? Idiots.
I quite like the supporting cast Raiden has helping him out. Excellent. Exactly what I was waiting for. Oh, I see. I don't regret using Jack the Ripper there. These guys are really gonna take, just thinking here I can pick up. Yeah. Oh, I guess I do have to beat this guy before I can go on. Oh yeah, that feels nice. I'm really liking the sigh here.
All these sliders in the area. Perhaps they could be put to use. What happened? What is going on? Raiden, answer me! Raiden! All these sliders in the area. Perhaps they could be put to use. Keep climbing like that. It will be much easier for you.
Damn, we're going straight up the building.
What happened?
Oops.
What is going on? Raiden, answer me! Raiden!
That's a pretty cool action set piece.
It will be much easier for you.
Like I said, I really appreciate this game having these,
Yes, this cannot be. Raiden, what happened? You are supposed to be stronger than this. Keep climbing like
I keep messing up, but it's a lot better than just having this all be cutscene.
Good, Raiden, what happened? What is going on? Raiden, answer me! Raiden! Keep climbing like that. It will be much easier for you. Good, Raiden, yes! Right a ways up now, yeah? Almost there. I have just finished analyzing the latest security data. You should find an indoor garden up ahead.
A garden? Sounds fancy.
I was about to say
Japanese
that.
garden, to be precise. It is an area set aside for VIPs. Apparently, one of World Marshal's directors is a rather serious Japanese culture enthusiast.
All right. So what's this got to do with me? Is there something I need from the garden?
Not at all. You need only pass through that area to arrive at a freight elevator. I found a route to the elevator controls through the unit we hijacked downstairs. I have located the server room as well. You can reach it via the freight elevator.
Great work, Doc.
Elementary, my dear Raiden. Now, head for the garden.
Anything around here? I guess while we're here, they are correct that there's a decent amount of military bases in Colorado. However, most of them, there's not very many of them that are still active. And Denver never had one. But this is being the Metal Gear universe, I imagine one of them was built there, since the country's a lot more militarized thanks to the events of the story. If I remember right, it was also very popular during the Gold Rush, but that's not exactly going to be relevant to what's going on here. Dead on. My damage is a lot higher in Jack the Ripper mode, so... Trying to slice the arms, but it's really hard to aim it properly, I guess. Well, might as well get the full heal if you're offering. Not bad. Finishing moves really help out the score. Not bad. Well, this is quite elaborate. I guess the one behind it the one who likes it must be either from Japan or an absolute weeb. Can I chop through here? No. I'm pretty sure going through the front door is not good since that guy is aiming right at it.
They found you! The main exit is sealed. I very much doubt you can get through there. The catwalk above you is connected to a corridor meant for transporting materials. You can take that to the elevator.
guessing this is where I want to go if I want to try a more stealthy approach. Here we are.
Good, Raiden. Very good. The main exit is sealed. I very much doubt you can get through there. The catwalk above you is connected to a corridor meant for transporting materials. You can take that to the elevator. They found you!
I already took out most of them, so... Oh crap. Damn it!
Raiden? No! No!
How am I so shit at at the block move? The way it's supposed to work is you just attack in the direction the enemy is attacking. You just attack and press forward, so why can't I seem to get that right?
Good, Raiden. Very good. The main exit is sealed. I very much doubt you can get through there. The catwalk above you is connected to a corridor meant for transporting materials. You can take that to the elevator.
Right. Yeah, because I died, I lost this. That's fine. BP, not bad. Hollow chip.